McLaren have started the new Formula One season in poor form. McLaren team principal Zak Brown has called for the Monaco Grand Prix to undergo changes after it was confirmed that the Las Vegas Grand Prix would become part of the calendar next season. The race, which takes place in Monte Carlo, has run every year since 1954, making it one of the most hotly anticipated races of the Formula One season. The race is famed for its commercialization, glitz and glamour as drivers take to the narrow streets of the seaside track. However, after it was confirmed that Las Vegas would host its first race since 1984 with some of the track being situated on the famous Las Vegas Strip, fears were raised over the future of the prestigious race. And McLaren chief Brown has called for radical change if it is to withhold the integrity it has kept for almost 70 years. Monaco always stood for the most glamorous part of Formula One, Brown said. I think Miami, Singapore, Las Vegas are starting to add some pretty glamorous markets. I think Monaco needs to come up to the same commercial terms as other Grand Prix and also maybe needs to work with ways they can adapt their track because as our cars have become bigger, the racing has become more difficult. You do need to take into consideration history, but then I think you need to take into consideration how the show that it puts on. There is also an element, which shouldn't drive our decisions but should be part of our decisions, of what's the economic contribution to the sport. I'd much rather have Monaco than not, but just like the sport is bigger than any one driver or team, I think it's bigger than any one Grand Prix. Brown will be hoping his team are higher up in the rankings ahead of the race in May, with the side currently sitting in 8th place on just 6 points. Lando Norris' 7th-placed finish in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix saw the British outfit pick up their first points of the season, whilst Daniel Ricciardo is second bottom of the rankings after a poor start to the season. Max Verstappen won the last race in 2019, finishing over 8 seconds ahead of Carlos Sainz. And the Dutchman will hope to do so again if he is to pick up his second Drivers' Championship.
There's no one.